Okay, in the last section, we learned how to convert between percents and decimals. And if you'll remember, we talked about those rules then. We said if we were going to change from a decimal to a percent, we had to move the decimal 2 places to the right, which was the exact same thing as multiplying by 100. Okay. If we were going to change from a percent to a decimal going backwards, we moved the decimal 2 places to the left. Or another way of saying that is we have to divide by 100. Okay, now we're going to be working with percents and fractions. And I want you to keep these rules in mind because they are the exact same. Now we're not going to be moving decimal places, of course, because we don't have decimals. We're going to be working with fractions. But let me move this back up just a hair here. You'll see that when we change from a fraction to a percent, we still multiply by 100. Just like when we're moving from a decimal to a percent, we multiply by 100. So if you're moving to a percent, you multiply by 100. If you're changing from a percent to a fraction, we divide by 100. Just like up here. If we are moving away from a percent, we divide by 100. Same exact thing. Now, because we're going to be working with fractions, it might be easier actually, instead of dividing by 100, to think about it as multiplying by 1 over 100. That's the exact same thing as dividing by 100. So get these rules down place in your mind, very firm, and we're going to start working with them in the next video.